Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Police say a man suspected of attacking his family then goes after the officers, and then things turn fatal. We'll soon have more answers on what led up to this shooting. We're going to start right there on this Monday afternoon, everybody. I'm Jason Colthorne.
And I'm Kim DeGiulio. So on Friday, Warren police opened fire on a suspect who pointed a gun at officers. He later died at the hospital after police shot him.
The Warren Police Department saying it's going to share more details about this case. Let's get out to Sean Lay for what we know so far, or I guess at least what police are saying so far, Sean.
We do have quite a bit of information. Good afternoon to you. We're in place here at Warren Police Department for a 1 p.m. news conference, and here's why. Let me take you out to the scene of this officer-involved shooting. It happened Friday around 1:30 on Garber at the end of that street. That's around 11 Mile and Ryan, again, happening at 1:30. Now, a family at the end of that street in their home called police, called 911. They needed help. They said it was really not a suspect. It was a member of their own family. They told police he was attacking them. Something obviously was going wrong there. Police arrived. They went there quickly to help this family. I want to show you again. This is the street, again, where this took place Friday afternoon. This is what it looked like there, and here's what we were able to learn. The man attacking his family inside. Police come there to help the family. They went to the front door, but something was so wrong inside that house. No one came to the front door. Police thought that was very strange and alarming. They go to the back of the house. As they are approaching the back of the house, around the corner is the family member who was attacking his family. He was armed with a 9mm handgun. We are told from police he pointed that gun at officers and continued toward them, and he was told to put the gun down and did not. 3 police officers firing fatal shots. 10 shots were fired, again, by 3 officers. That young man, member of the family, he's between 18 to 22 years old, was shot and killed. What's expected here at 1 p.m. is that Warren police will show body camera footage of this use of force, deadly use of force, and will likely, we believe, will see this man not dropping the gun and coming towards them, and police will explain why they had to fire shots at that moment. No one inside the house was hurt during this attack. No officers were attacked. But again, that member of that family shot and killed. Much more at 1 o'clock here at Warren Police with that video. You can also watch it live on Local 4 Plus. Guys.
All right, Sean, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Jury selections are underway for the trial against former President Donald Trump.
Manhattan prosecutors and potential jurors gathering to begin the first ever felony trial of a former U.S. president. Jay Gray outside the courthouse with a closer look at what to expect as this case against Donald Trump unfolds.
Barricades up around this Manhattan courthouse, high security and high drama as history begins to unfold inside. Handful of protesters on both sides of this controversial case outside as President Trump arrived this morning and spoke briefly before entering the courthouse.
There is no case, and they've said it. People that don't necessarily follow or like Donald Trump said this is an outrage that this case was brought. This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And again, it's a case that should have never been brought. It's an assault on America. And that's why I'm very proud to be here.
The former president faces 34 counts of falsifying business records to conceal damaging information and unlawful activity from voters ahead of the 2016 election. And of course, a lot of it centers on his alleged affair with former adult film star Stormy Daniels and hush money payments to Daniels. He says that he never had that affair and that none of the payments were illegal. We know that this trial could continue for months here in New York. Today, jury selection begins. A pool of 500 potential jurors in the initial round as they try to find 12 jurors and 6 alternates. They'll be asked a litany of questions, more than 40 to begin with, including questions about their political beliefs and any political organizations they may belong to, if they had prior knowledge of the accusations against Mr. Trump, and of course if they can be impartial in this first of its kind case. That's the latest from here in New York right now. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you.
Yeah, impartiality. That'll be the key. All right, Jay. As downtown Detroit turns more Honolulu blue ahead of the NFL draft, the roads are looking more orange. Next phase of road closures in downtown start today. Here's what's blocked off. The southbound Lodge exit of Jefferson, westbound Jefferson from Beaubien, and eastbound Jefferson from Washington Boulevard to Randolph. Well, those are the big ones to watch out for. We have a full list of everything that's going on, that's blocked off, things like that, that'll get you around safely at clickondetroit.com, as well as a complete guide to cover the events, ticket information, and more.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with everything, so that's a great resource. Well, this week is dedicated to keeping road crews safe. Work Zone Awareness Week is about reminding drivers to watch out for those work zones. Here's how you can do your part while going through construction areas. Avoid distractions and keep your eyes on the road. Stay in the speed limit and read the posted signs.
Time is running out to file those taxes. There's less than 19 hours left now until the deadline to get everything filed. If you owe and fail to file by the due date, the IRS will issue a 5% penalty for each month you're late. And if you file an extension by today, you will have until October 15th to file those taxes. You'll still be able to send your return to the IRS electronically or by mail. But remember, if you owe the government, you do have to pay that by today. Hours ago, Redford Township swore in its new police chief.
And for the first time ever, the police department will now be led by a woman. Before she took her oath, well, we had Jennifer Mansfield on our morning show. Growing up in Redford Township, she is so excited to step up for her community. And here's what she wants to focus on as chief.
Community and policing, building those relationships is huge, especially when we start talking about recruitment and just the legitimacy of law enforcement across society. As we know, we have a great relationship with our township and our residents right now, and I want to keep that, and I want to make sure that the residents know that we're here to serve them.
It was great to have her on this morning, and Mansfield said that she will have 2 female command captains to help deliver on those promises.
Hometown girl makes good.
Yes.
I just keep thinking that theory there. Growing up in Redford, good for her.
Yes.
And good for all of us when it comes to what we're looking at outside. The sun with an encore performance today.
Oh, it is gorgeous out there, Ashley.
Absolutely. From Redford to Mount Clemens and everywhere in between, we have blue skies up above, and we hold on to sunshine today as high pressure takes hold. So another really beautiful afternoon on tap. 62 right now in Detroit, 63 in Howell, 59 in Port Huron, where you get closer to the lake, and we will trend a little cooler this afternoon, but otherwise 61 in Monroe. Light and variable winds, and that'll be the pattern throughout the afternoon. As we check in with sky conditions, sunglasses are a necessity today, as you might see a few wispy clouds closer to Metro Airport and Pontiac, but overall mostly sunny to crystal clear blue skies the farther east you go, especially off towards Grosse Ile and the city. Let's zoom out because I want to show you clouds and radar where we have clearing conditions across much of the Great Lakes, and that stretches all the way down into portions of the Gulf states. Now, some rain developing off towards Dallas, so coming out of Texas, and a little bit of instability up in the northern part of the plains. But as we check temperatures, we have a lot of 60s and 70s from the Midwest all the way down to the south. Now, the cooler air mass is situated well west, so west of Denver, where Salt Lake City is only at 44, Boise 49, and Seattle 45. But 62 degrees, you got to love when this happens, especially in April. We are warmer than LA and San Francisco. We're actually only a degree shy of Phoenix right now. We'll take that. Your forecast for the rest of the day, upper 60s by 2, 70 around 4 o'clock this afternoon for the afternoon high. Light and variable winds, but as far as our precip chances, those will be rising going into Wednesday. We'll walk you through the timeline coming up in just a few minutes.
Breaking news on one of Detroit's most iconic buildings. The Associated Press reporting General Motors and Bedrock will team up to study how to redevelop the Renaissance Center, which has been GM's headquarters for decades. GM CEO Mary Barra and Bedrock Chairman Dan Gilbert will reveal more at a news conference this afternoon. The AP source says the plans will not involve a sale of the building, but does it mean GM is moving out of that building? We'll have to wait and see about that. We'll have much more on this breaking story in upcoming editions of Local 4 News. And of course, we'll follow it all at clickondetroit.com.